How you doing, everyone? Just want to check in and tell you I love you and I'm with you. And let's do our thanks today. Let's say thank you for our life, thank you for our love, thank you for our health, thank you for our sunshine, thank you for our medicine, thank you for our healing, thank you for our opportunities that we have to keep growing and keep learning and keep getting better, getting healthier, understanding, and overall just leading ourselves into the best place that we can. For each and every one of us, we're in quote unquote a different place, and so what that looks like is different for each person, but we all want to be taking steps forward. We all want to continue to be moving in a positive direction. And so by continuing to focus on healing ourselves and opening up and being honest and letting go of things that don't service us, we continue to lead ourselves in that right direction. And that's how we end up having all of our dreams come true. For each and every one of us, if we were all to take a moment and write down what our dream is and to draw a picture of that, there may be some that look very similar, but realistically, every single one of them is going to be different because they come from a different person's mind, a different person's heart, a different person's soul. So, and the way that we get to that place for each and every one of us is by doing the right things and living life with kindness and love, treating others with kindness and love. You can feel that there's a lot of hardship going on in the world, and you can feel it when you're going out in public. My job day to day is interacting with a lot of different people, and you can see that people are having a hard time. You can feel it, that people are on edge, people are irritable, people are scared, people are uneasy. And every time I walk around and I walk by people, I just try to, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day today. Thank you for your help. Is there anything I can do to help you? How are you doing? How have you been doing? How are things going? It's really nice to see you. Have a great day today. Okay, I'm always saying these things. I'm always trying to interact and leave a positive note and a positive message in someone's heart and in their mind. And but you can just feel it. And I just want to let you know that, if you're feeling that and you're seeing it, let's not get discouraged. Let's not feel discouraged within ourselves. We all know what we are or aren't doing. And so as long as we're honest with ourselves, that we're giving it our best effort and trying our hardest, then nobody can take that from us. And no matter what anybody else's mood is or attitude is or behavior is, that's not representative of what you're doing. That's representative of what they're doing. And so we just continue to be positive and light and loving people. And what that does is it continues to set an example. It continues to spread because other people see it. Even if the people directly in front of you don't, there could be people all around you that you don't notice that are seeing it. And I guarantee you that the more that we continue to move in that direction versus a selfish direction or a self-centered direction or an egotistical direction or an I have to have it my way direction or that old phrase, my way or the highway direction, right? The more we continue to put ourselves on that path and move away from teamwork and helping and being helpful, we just separate ourselves from life. We separate ourselves from the family of people that we all are. And so we become distant. And That's not what we're looking for. This whole process is about us all coming together and being one. It's us all being one big family. And, you know, people misconstrue what a family is or isn't. And realistically, what a family is, it's a community of people that service each other in their best way that they can. They're there for each other's benefit. They're there to be helpful. They're there to share experiences with one another. You know, this whole life is an experience. And, you know, at the end of the day, just like when you were in school, so to speak, you had a class, right, that you graduated with. What if you just graduated and it was just by yourself? You know, it's like, it's to graduate with a class, to graduate with a group, to go through an experience with other people means something else. It means something more. It means that there was give and take, right? There was, I should say the opposite, there was take and give, right? It wasn't all just about you. And at the end of the day, you all get to look around at each other and be proud of each other and say, we did something. We together as one completed something, accomplished something. And so that's what this whole thing of life is. And we're all living in different parts of this world. We all speak different languages. We all come from different backgrounds. And so you can see how we're set up to continue to live our lives in a separated way. But I believe the challenge is to figure out a way to move past those things and not have to keep tripping up over all these hurdles and all these obstacles that are in our way, but to move those things aside and let our hearts come out in front and lead us, and let that be the language we speak. Let love be the language we speak. And that's going to lead us to that place together. Now, you can live in a home with people, and it doesn't mean you're all always doing the same thing at the same time, right? It just means that there's a place for you all to be. There's a safe place. There's a communal area for you and your loved ones. And that's what a family is. And so during the day, you can all go about your business and you're all helping and benefiting in whichever way that is, but you get to live your own life. It's not about taking away any of your rights or your freedoms or limiting you in any way. It's you get to put yourself in a position of being of benefit to humanity and your family. And the rewards and the payoff of that is that keeps pushing you in that right direction, and that right direction leads you to your dreams coming true. So it's all about you, isn't it? So as much as it's not all about us, at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's all about us being the best that we can and leading ourselves to that place that we all know that we want to be, that we feel like if we are doing the right things and being the best us that we deserve to be. And that if any of us could just give it to anybody, would wish it and give it to anybody that we could, because nobody wants people to suffer. Nobody wants people to have to live a hard life and be in pain and these types of things. We would want to say, hey, here's a safe place for you to be. Hey, here's a safe place for you to be. And it's as beautiful as you dream it to be, right? We want to give people their dreams and allow them to come true. Well, we can't really give people their dreams, but we can give ourselves those dreams. We can lead ourselves to those dreams by doing those right things. And you can't do that on your own. You have to do it as a family, as together, as one. And then as one, you'll see that you all kind of, your dreams start unfolding together as a group. And person A, person B, person C are all having their dreams come true in their own personal ways and personal experiences. But behind it all is because they're working together as a family and as a unit. So I want to continue to encourage and push that idea of family when you're going out and about in your day-to-day. The random stranger, let's do away with that word. People aren't strangers. They're people. They're human beings. Okay? And realistically, they're family. Okay? We're all family. So it's not strangers, just someone that you've never met before today. Okay? And so what you can do is have not a mindset of avoid this person, or I don't know this person, or this person is not the same as me, or, you know, drawing judgments or conclusions or just complete ignorance and avoidance. What we can do is look at that person like a family member. Like if you were to have not seen your mother in years and you end up going out and you see your mom, would you just ignore her? No, you would say, hey mom, how you doing? It's good to see you. You know, not that we're going to treat random people like our mothers, but we're going to go over when we're passing somebody, you know, we can say, hey, how you doing? Hope you have a great day today. Hey, it's nice to see you. What we find out later down the line is this is all like a movie. It's all like a scene. And don't you want to be able to look back and say, hey, I remember that scene and I played it out the best way that I could. I was positive. I was outgoing. I was charismatic. You don't want to be looking back at the movie of your life and saying, man, there's another time I walked by with my head down. There's another time I could have done something and chose not to. We're going to be proud of ourselves looking back and saying, hey, look at me. There's me picking up the trash. Hey, there's me helping the person open the door. Hey, there's me saying hi to that person who I could tell looked grumpy. And I purposely went over and said, hey, I hope you have a great day today. I want to see those things when I look back on my life, right? So that's what I'm all about. I'm all about positivity, helping, and, you know, setting the best example that I can. So I encourage you to keep thinking that way. Think of the people out in the world as family, and if they were your family members, how would you treat them? How would you want to be treated by your family members? And that's how we go about it. So with respect, with love, with kindness, with patience, with understanding, and we're gonna be all right. So I just really wanted to come on here today because, like I said, it's important that we don't just check in when it's all, you know, sunshine and rainbows, as it's sunshine and rainbows today. But, you know, like, I seem to always check in at these points when there's this real high energy and I'm coming in and giving, you know, kind of feeding off of that. And, you know, there's been this kind of a lull in the energy, and usually during these times, it's like I know we all are. We're all going through our things right now. We're all working through things and trying to survive, so to speak. And so these times are those times. I'm a human being too. I usually am going through these processes, and then I'll come back later when the energy's higher, and I come back and I give a good message. But I feel like it was really important just to check in today because this is reality. Okay, this is the truth. It's not every day is smiles and, you know, like the best day of your life. You know, it feels like it's a lot of work. It's a lot of continuing to push yourself and have things thrown in your face that you have to deal with, and managing things, and, you know, not having enough time in the day, and making sure everybody's happy, right? There's so many things that we're trying to do and accomplish that it's so easy just to break down and to feel defeated and feel exhausted. And so I completely understand. So that's why I want to come on here today and give some motivation, give some inspiration, and be like, you know what, I'm here too. You know, I'm here with you, trying my hardest, doing my best, and I know that you are as well. We could all be doing anything in the world, and if nothing else, I'm happy that I'm using the time that I do have to do positive things and to speak positive words and to try to continue to dive into what is true and what isn't in this world, in this reality, and in the history that we've been taught, because the history that we've been taught leads us to the place that we are. And so if we continue to believe a certain story, we continue to be a certain people. But if we can uncover the truth of, hey, that really wasn't the way it was, this was the way it was, all of a sudden our perspectives get to change, our minds get to change, and our realities get to change because of that. So I'm not going to sit here and use the time that I have, or waste the time that I have continuing to be naive and ignorant to the world around me. What I'm going to do is dive in head first, like it's a beautiful pool, and discover everything that there is to discover within this world. So I encourage you to do the same. Hope you've been enjoying the writings. I've been writing at night from time to time, and seem to be coming up with some good things. So I hope you've been enjoying the writings, and yeah, all the other posts and the thoughts, and hopefully things have been making you think and making you feel things, and I hope that it's helping. I know it's a lot. I know that it's emotional. I know that it's heavy. I know that it's controversial. These are all things that I wouldn't be promoting or putting out there if I wholeheartedly wasn't supporting myself and believing myself and knowing to be true for myself. And I'm doing these things so that other people can ask themselves the same questions. I can tell you the sky right now is purple. Does that mean you should believe me, or should you look with your own two eyes and decide for yourself? But I'm not going to do that, am I? I hope everyone that's been following along can see that I've been staying, and I have stayed very, very consistent to the same dialogue. Okay? It's never wavered. It's never changed. It's always been the same, and that's the truth. And so I'm going to tell you that it's a blue sky with clouds and a beautiful sun over my head right now. And I did not set it up this way. This is just what happened to be how the view looks. So cheers to the sun being with us today. And it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see if I can get there. See if we can get this phone set up a little more straight. Sorry. There we go. So I love you. I'm with you. I want you to stay positive. You know, the biggest thing that we can do with our minds is we can allow them to affect us in a negative way. We can entertain any type of thought that we want. Okay, that is the free will of our minds. We can really go anywhere we want with it. It is unedited. There is no parental, explicit language banner that says you have parental restrictions and you can't go there. No, our minds are completely open, and we can go anywhere we want with them. And our mind is not going to sit there and tell us, no, this is right, no, this is wrong. That's where our heart comes in. But if we're just diving into our mind and we're going into certain places, it's not going to say, oh no, this is wrong. It's just you entertaining a thought. It's an unbiased thought. It's just you thinking something. What we do is we connect that to our heart and we'll say, hey, is that right or wrong? How does that feel? And then we can come up with an answer with that. But what we can do is we can really trap ourselves in our mind with these negative thoughts and like buying into that. But what negative thoughts do is it makes our reality negative. It makes our days negative. So the thought isn't some manifested thing in your hand, is it? Because if it was, you would just say, you know what, this isn't servicing me, throw it away. But it's in your head. So what we can do is we can also discard of it, and we can just let it go. Say, it literally does not service me. It's not anything that is right in my face that I have to, like, it's just you entertaining a thought. So let's discard that thought. And what we do is we take a deep breath and we just focus on what's right here in front of us. Okay? If you have nothing else, why don't you go look in a mirror and just look at yourself and say, we are what matters right now. It's just my life that matters. My life is what matters. The things are just circumstances. It's the events that play out. If we want to continue to find ourselves in a positive place with those circumstances, we keep doing the right things. Keep being honest. Keep being positive. Okay? And we will find ourselves there. We won't be sitting here saying, I'm not feeling good about my life today. I'm not feeling good about my situation. I'm not feeling good about my circumstances. We'll be saying, I'm very proud of where I'm at. I'm very proud of the things I've been doing. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. And that's the place we want to find ourselves in. And those are the things we want to be saying. So just continue to, I'm going to keep saying it. Is just keep writing. If you haven't started writing, please start writing. You can write down something and you can come up with answers and you can start connecting the dots within your own story of yourself. Oh, this is why I'm here. This is why I feel this way. Oh, this is how I can be better. Oh, this is what I can do differently. These things can all come out in writing. Instead of having to wait for somebody to tell you or to have some miracle happen, that's the process, is start writing. Write down the question to yourself and answer it. Write down a feeling that you're feeling and then dive into that. Why am I feeling this way? What caused this? Also write your goals, write your dreams. I want to see this place. I want to be in this place. I see yourself in the best, healthiest place you can, and then describe that. Describe what that looks like on a piece of paper. And start bringing to life this truth of who you really are. Okay? And if you care so much to, share it, because it's fun to read. We're all people, and all of our stories are beautiful and interesting, and they're better than any book or movie you could watch because it's 100% real. And so if we can share our stories, if we were all sharing our stories, would there be any time for books and movies? No, because there's so many of us and so many stories to dive into that that's it. We're filling our time with other distractions and things. How about we dive into each other's stories? I want to read your story, so why don't you start sharing it? And I'm going to continue to share mine, and I hope that you've been enjoying my story. Sorry if it's been difficult. You can only imagine how it's been from my end, but the thing is, I realize from my perspective how many other people's stories are much, much, much more difficult, and we're not, oh, I'm worse than you or you're better than me, but I'm also not going to be naive, okay? The fact that I have a phone to use and do this video shows what kind of place I am compared to many people. So I'm grateful for what I have, and that's why I say my thanks every single day, and I encourage you to continue to do that as well. Say thank you for all the things that we have, and ask for help for all the things that we need help with, and we keep diving into ourselves and figuring out the truth, and we're gonna be all right. So I think I came on here and did what I wanted to do. Just wanted to like reset the vibe, let everyone know everything's okay. And I feel like there's a heavy air that we're in, and I'm just here to let you know that just take a nice deep breath. It's okay. You got this. I got you. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your week. And we got the month of May starting tomorrow, so happy May, and may you stay beautiful. I love you.